So Line 6 has just released today, November 7th, 2023, the new firmware for the Pod Go, firmware 2.00, and also for the Pod Go editor. So if you've read any of the release notes, which I'm sure you have because you're all keen to know what's in there, there's lots of goodies. Now, I was on the beta testing team, and I must say that I haven't gone through everything, but there are lots of great stuff. And as you will read, there's a new cab engine where you have all these new cabs, like 30 plus new cabs. And it's like the Helix, where you have the microphone, you can reposition it, you can have it on a 45-degree angle, all that stuff. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of new videos popping up that's going to give you a whole walkthrough about this. But in this video, I want to focus on an amp in particular, the Grammatico GSG. Now, the Helix users, I'm sure, are quite familiar with this because it's been around for a while for them. And from what I understand, a fan favorite, if you will, a crowd favorite. It's a really great amp, and it's a loud one. This is a loud amp. So I just want to take a look at it here. And I'm actually in the middle of building a preset for it. And I'm going to do a bunch of presets with this amp and probably others to kind of accommodate as much different guitars as I can. Like, I'm going to do one for a Tele, one for a Strat, one for a Les Paul, just to kind of cover the basis. And like I said, I'll do it with the Grammatico, and I do it with the new Moon amp. Those are great too. Check those out with the matching cabs and little effects here. So I've got something started here, and we'll play around with it, but we're going to focus on the Grammatico in this video. And it's a wonderful tool, a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful amp, and I find it's very diverse with all the switching and the functions. And I've got some of the notes up here, just to, we'll see what these notes say with some of these switches, like a mid switch with jazz rock switch, and there's an OD, like an amp OD switch, I've done a controller assignment so we can switch it and hear it. This is great for gain, for gain stacking and whatnot. So yeah, let's dive in, man. So this is the start of my Tele preset. So I've got a Fender player Tele here, and I have it on clean. So we're at the bridge pickup. Let's hear it. Probably should tune the guitar a little bit, eh? And then in between. All right, and now I'm going to kick in my OD switch. And now I'm going to add a pedal, and this I'm using the good old Heir Apparent on this one. Now there is a new Pillars overdrive, which we'll definitely be doing a video about that. Lots of good things coming here, folks. Let's hit the Heir Apparent. Well, my switch will work. All right, let's put everything back to normal here. So let's have a look. Let's walk through this. Let's stroll down the Grammatico lane. So as usual with most of these amps in here, you'll have the drive, you have your EQ section, the bass, the mid, the treble, the presence, and of course, as always, the channel volume and master. I'm running the master on let's call it, on the hotter side, above the 5. This is a loud amp. And if you crank this or the channel volume up too much, you're going to go into digital clipping and you'll hear it. It'll distort like crazy. So be mindful of that. So I've just, I've just dialed in a simple little clean sound. All right. Now I am using a 10-band EQ for the dedicated EQ block for some tone shaping the way I like it. And I've got a reverb, hall, up the decay and lower it in the mix just to have a little more ambience and whatnot. And we'll get to the other effects here, but let's, focusing on that. And I am using a 412 greenback because that's my favorite cabinet, but this is the new one. All right, and for a quick little boo here, if we go to our little selection here, now you'll see our old cabs here are in the legacy cab section. So we go here. These are your old favorites, but here's the new cab section. And yeah, I've gone through a few of them. There's the Moon, the new one. There's great. So we're gonna do. We got a lot of videos coming, folks. We got a lot of preset videos coming because quick side note. We'll get back to this video. Sorry, it's gonna be a bit long of this video. Got some band stuff going. The gigs have been going well, and a new Dwight Yoakam tribute that I'm in is taking up a lot of my time for learning and whatnot. I'm not going to neglect you folks, though. You're going to get your free presets for the Line 6 Pod Go. And like I said, the last month I've been on the beta testing team, so I've just been itching, and it's like, I can't do anything. So, because I couldn't release videos like this and showing you all this stuff. So, anyhow, I'm talking too much. Let's get back to the Grammatico. All right, so now let's see. So you're familiar with all this top stuff. So here, mid switch, I have it off. Let's put it on. Off. So a little bit different there. And it says this switch is going to change the value of the treble capacitor in the tone stack. So when it's off, it's more like a scoop. And then when it's on, you have like a mid boost. And let's put it on. Yeah, it's nice. It's not too overpowering, nice and subtle. I like to keep it off for now, but this is a preset in progress, folks. This one will come. So, and it will be for Tele, but again, there'll be one for Strat, one for Les Paul. All right, so now this Jazz Rock switch. So this switch changes the tone stack circuit and allows for two separate tonal voices. Jazz is quieter, lower center frequency for the mids. That's nice and all. And I seem to have it on rock because it's more louder with traditional mid frequency center. I kind of like punchiness. Let's put it on jazz. Wow, yeah, that kind of dropped there, eh? So anyways, I like the rock. Now, OD switch. Now, these ones I don't think I need to look at my notes for. This is this on-off switch, right? So I've controller assigned it. And then the amount of drive, right? I mean, you can obviously control how much drive you want. And you don't even need, really, depending on what your sonic needs are, you don't need to add a drive pedal like I have an Air Apparent up here. Maybe this, between the amp drive here and this OD drive here, you can come up with some nice, tone stacking drives. You can have one for more like warmer and milder for more rhythmic work, or even or clean breakup, and then you kick this sucker in for some full-on balls to the wall stuff. But for me, I like having a little bit of each, and I did like how it sounds with the Air Apparent. But anyways, so you have these drives. So that is a great feature in itself. And again, you can control or assign all this stuff to make the crunchy tone of your dreams, folks. So brightness. No, something just went down on me here, but my mouse is moving things, and it's crazy. It's driving me nuts. So bright. This is a 3-position switch. The settings are off and so it's I have it off. You can read about all this. And yes, and I'm guessing it's just going to increase the brightness. And you know what? That's not bad. I'm going to actually leave it at 1, and I'm going to save that. Let's save that. Now, mind you, when I build my presets, I'm using Audio-Technica MX, what is it, the 50s? Anyways, so, and I'm using a Tele, which is bright to begin with, right? So, right now I'm listening through studio monitors, so I'm going to keep it on. But I like that. That's, and again, these don't seem to be really huge, obtrusive jumps in brightness. It's nice coloring. So again, the sag, my mouse, folks, I'm sorry. Probably should look at the, again, I'm not going to edit this out because this is reality here, man. This is how it goes. Okay. So now FET boost. So a solid state field effect transistor boost circuit at the very beginning of the amp circuit. So it's like placing an FET boost pedal before the amp. So again, you can read about this. I have it on. Let's turn it off. So again, it's just a little boost, right? Like the oomph. So there's a lot of toys that you can play with just on this amp alone to shape a nice, versatile drive and clean channel amp here. So this is quickly becoming, I want to say, my favorite amp, but the Placator is still right up there, folks, for me, you know. But this one might be a little more, well, it is more versatile for if you want a 2-channel amp thing. Anyways, let's keep going. So PAB stands for preamp boost. Okay, so yes. So I took that off because I liked how this FET boost was. Now if we put this on, now see, now that was a huge jump, right? Like, well, it's a boost. These are boosts. So I felt I didn't need it for this guitar, for this setting. Okay, so, and then the rest are the usual sag, hum, ripple, bias, X. So you do have some good stuff to play with. So let's go back to the OD switch. So now I have my controller assignment. Now it's on. And let's put that preamp boost here. Now, because the OD switch is on, this doesn't seem to have such a dramatic volume spike. Maybe it's working more in conjunction with the OD drive channel and whatnot, and because maybe I have the level down considerably. But if I turn it off, I'm not hearing like a huge difference from these studio monitors. But I like it off. And then, if I really wanted to beef it up, because to be honest, I just don't like that drive sound by itself. Like, it's great, but I mean, I'm the type that I'm very picky. I like stacking drives because, to be honest, in this unit, and with the Helix or the Stomp, I've had them all, or most of them anyways. I haven't had the Floor. I have the Helix LT. I just don't like one drive by itself. I felt it wasn't good enough to my ears, you know? So I like stacking. I like having at least 2 drives, blending them together. So a little bit of one, a little bit of the other to make something that sounds realistic to me. That's what my ears hear. So let's hear the Heir Apparent again with the overdrive on. I love it. It sounds great. Let's go to the pillars though. Let's check that out, because that's one of the new ones. Now there are a couple other new ones here that I forget offhand that are just not, or maybe the pillars might be the only new one, to be honest, but that one for sure. So if we go to the pillars, that sounds pretty killer too, right? And that's just, default settings there, right? So that's good too, right? I think it is. Anyways, I think we'll leave it at that, because that's basically the gist of this amp. But like, again, what a beautiful sounding amp. You can do lots with the parameters on this amp already, and just adding, like, you can add some color. But you know what, I will go quickly. I guess I'm going to make this video a lot longer than I wanted to. Let's add the new 4-voice chorus. So this is new. Let's turn off the drives. Sorry about that. Should have tuned up. Oh boy. Again, I'm not editing this out, man. This is real stuff. And then I'll add some Elephant Man delay. All right, well, now I think I've had it. Yeah. So this is the start of a new Tele preset using the Grammatico. But to get back to it, it's, again, you have a mid switch, jazz rock, a new OD switch with its own drive channel and levels that you can set. You can change the brightness. You can have two different boosts. You can have the FET boost and the preamp boost. So this is, you know, a lot of versatility in this amp. It's like I said, and what they will say in the liner notes, it is loud, right? So you might be used to having your channel volume, say, you know, say if you run your master between 5 and 7, and for certain amps, and you're used to having your channel volume like maybe 7.5 or 8. Not on this baby. This thing's gonna like clip at that level. So you'll find out, but check it out. If you're hesitant to do the update, you know, you can do it. The update will make you do a backup. So, but don't be scared. This is a great amp. I was so happy when I got onto the team in the first day and I downloaded the testing software and they had this baby in there. It's like, oh my God, finally. It's like, you know, and sorry, line 6, you know, I don't mean to say to be negative, but you know, do I almost need a Helix? You know, not for my uses. I'm not on a big world tour or anything and whatnot. And I use amps and I still use pedals, still use my Pod Go. But oh my God, this has become almost like a mini little, like a Helix Junior. And it's great, man. This is great for your gigs, great for your, you know, your bar gigs, your Legion gigs, private parties, and all that. And you can, I've used this for a theater show with a tribute band down in, did a show in the States in the summers. So I wish I had this Grammatico amp. So anyways, to make a long video even longer, I know. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, a whole new world of presets is going to open up with this update. Check it out. You know, it's a wonderful amp, and we're going to look at the Moon amp and whatever other new little amps and cabs. I definitely want to try all these new cabs out and whatnot. So, thanks for sticking around. If you've watched this whole video, my God, you're a glutton for punishment, but thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Again, I'm not doing a walkthrough of the new release update. There's going to be about 50,000 people who are going to do a video about that. I'm going to dive in, show you presets. I'm going to build presets with this new stuff, and we will look at, I think we will take a look at the the new cab engine and have some fun with that as well. So if you like the video, please give it, you know, hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. I'm trying to at least put a video out there every Friday. And once I get, you know, some material learned with new band projects and whatnot, I'm going to devote more time like I used to put out more content, more presets for y'all. Okay? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.